A very good evening. You're watching News9 with me, Akshita. Well, ever since Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha met Modi, all eyes were on the centre's decision over Kaveri Management Board. Now, following the centre's initiative on setting up a Kaveri Management Board, the Karnataka government has strongly opposed it. Here's a report.
June 3rd, 2014. Jayalalitha meets Modi. 3 days later, Kaveri Management Board issue back to haunt Karnataka. Yes, the Kaveri issue seems to be gaining steam at the centre, with the Union Cabinet mulling over the formation of the Kaveri Management Board. And this comes just 3 days after Jayalalitha's request to Modi. In the backdrop of this news, an unhappy Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has decided to take an all-party delegation to the centre to prevail over Kaveri issue. Strongly opposing the centre's initiative, Siddaramaiah said a meeting of the floor leaders of the state legislature would be convened on June 9th to discuss on the same.
Floor leaders meeting 9ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು 4 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಲೀಡರ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು. ಎರಡನೇದು 10ನೇ ತಾರೀಕು ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
Siddaramaiah also stated that he has written to the 4 union ministers representing the state, explaining the state's stance on the Kaveri issue. In his letter, he has also requested them to take up steps to protect the water interests of the state.
ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಬಿನೆಟ್ ನೋಡಿ ಅದು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಆತಂಕ ಉಂಟು ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನೆ ತಕ್ಷಣನೇ ನಾನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಂಥ ಲೆಟರ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ 4 ಜನ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಆ ಕಾಪಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಸದಾನಂದ ಗೌಡರಿಗೂ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅನಂತ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಈ ಥರದ್ದು ಆಗಬಾರದು, ಆದರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಸಿಟಿಗೆ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಯೋ ನೀರೊಂದು ಕೂಡ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗೋ ಸಂಭವ ಇದೆ.
It's not just Siddaramaiah, even other Karnataka leaders have opposed the centre's initiative strongly.
ನೀರು ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಮಿತಿಯ ಅಗತ್ಯತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈಗಿರುವಂತಹದ್ದೇ ಮುಂದುವರಿಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಇದೆ. ತಮಿಳುನಾಡಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿ ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರು ಏನೇ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಡಬಹುದು, ಆದರೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಧಾನಿಯವರ ಹತ್ರ ಅವ್ರ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಸಚಿವರುಗಳ ಹತ್ರ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಎಂಪಿಗಳು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಕಾವೇರಿ ಬೇಸಿನಿರುವಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ರೈತರಿಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗದ ರೀತಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಮಾನಿಟರಿ ಕಮಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡದ ರೀತಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿನ ಮುಂದುವರಿಯಕ್ಕೆ ಏನೇನು ಬೇಕೋ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ನಾವು ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷಗಳು ಈ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಎರಡೂ ಪಕ್ಷಗಳನ್ನು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಬಲಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಎರಡೂ ಪಕ್ಷಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾದು ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ನಂತರ ನಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಷದ ನಿಲುವೇನು, ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸ್ತೇವೆ.
But why is Karnataka opposing the setting up of the Kaveri Management Board? What is the fear? The ramifications of setting up of the Kaveri Management Board is considered to be devastating for Karnataka. With the Kaveri Management Board in place, Karnataka will lose supervisory control over the 4 Kaveri Basin reservoirs, that is Krishnarajasagar, Hemavati, Kabini and the Harangi. What's worse is even during times of drought or distress, Karnataka will have to release same proportion of water as notified by the Kaveri Water Disputes Tribunal final award. Setting up of the board would adversely affect supply of drinking water to Namma city too. While the Supreme Court had earlier upheld the decision of Kaveri Water Tribunal on setting up of the Kaveri Management Board, now with Jayalalitha insisting on the same, will Karnataka lose control over the dams and reservoirs coming under Kaveri catchment area? Let's wait and watch. A News9 report.
Well, it's troubles galore for the Aam Aadmi Party. While on one hand, its chief Arvind Kejriwal is facing defamation charges, on the other hand, infighting between its top leaders is embarrassing the rookie party. Take a look.
Are you trying to finish up? Well, this is the question posed by journalist turned AAP leader Manish Sisodia in a fiery letter to co-party worker Yogendra Yadav. Referring to the recent tiff between Yadav and party convener Naveen Jaihind last week, Manish Sisodia has questioned why the former is fighting it out in public.
You allege that Arvind Kejriwal does not listen to Political Affairs Committee. I'm surprised reading your emails because when you wanted to become Haryana in charge and wanted to be projected as the CM candidate despite opposition from PAC members, Arvind backed you. At that time he was democratic for you, but now he is not. You are trying to draw Kejriwal into a fight between you and Naveen Jaihind. Kejriwal was firmly against fighting Lok Sabha elections from so many seats and only wanted to focus on Delhi for a few years, but went ahead with your suggestion to compete in 400 seats and the result was disastrous. After our resignation from Delhi government, you got a survey carried out in Haryana in which Aam Aadmi Party was getting 23% votes. But under your leadership, we managed only 3%. The party wants to know what happened. Instead of answering questions, you're trying to deflect attention towards Kejriwal by accusing him of acting like a supremo.
Despite AAP's historic assembly election debut in Delhi last year, they only managed to win just 4 seats in Punjab this Lok Sabha election. The debacle after the elections has now reached the top leaders, with the founder members quitting the party and the others fighting it out in the public. With so much drama going on, AAP will be holding a national executive meeting today to discuss its next step.
जो भी घटनाएं हुई हैं उसको नोटिस करेगी, उन सारे चीजों पर कार्यकारिणी चर्चा करेगी और 3 दिन के बातचीत के बाद जो पार्टी के अंदर संगठनात्मक कार्रवाई के लिए जो कदम उठाने हैं आगे के लिए उसको भी उठाएगी, संगठन निर्माण के लिए अपनी योजना बनाएगी और इन सारी चीजों पर आगे की कार्रवाई तय करेगी.
Recently, 2 of the prominent faces of AAP, Shazia Ilmi and G.R. Gopinath, had quit the party in signs of disintegration. It was only on Thursday that the 2 Maharashtra leaders Anjali Damania and Preeti Mohan resigned from the party, but later made a U-turn within hours after being assured of the formation of a transparent new state executive. The foundation of the party has been shaken with the latest attack on the former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who has been accused of defaming Nitin Gadkari.
The court asked Arvind Kejriwal as to what he would do, but Arvind Kejriwal says, no, I wish to pursue the matter and he wishes to fight the case and prove his case. So Nitin Gadkari said, okay, then I'll prove my case that I'm honest. So now the matter is fixed for notice, arguments are going on, and we'll come to know what happens.
As the party chief, Arvind Kejriwal will be busy with the trials from August 1st and the top leaders fighting it out in public, looks like AAP's prospects in the Delhi elections are in jeopardy. A News9 report.
And while the state BJP has announced the names of its Rajya Sabha and MLC candidate, meanwhile the Congress party, which is yet to announce the names, is seeing a tough opposition from within the party. There's been a lot of speculation on exactly who will be chosen from the BJP, but now it looks like the names are finally been presented. Take a look.
It's final. BJP's choice for Rajya Sabha from the state is Prabhakar Kore. And the choice for MLC is former Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka K.S. Ishwarappa. The Minister for Chemicals and Fertilizers, Anand Kumar, announced the names today in Delhi. Meanwhile, the Congress has become a house of dissidents over choice for Rajya Sabha and MLC. Though the Congress is yet to make a final announcement regarding its choice, the party supporters have agitated over certain names during the rounds. Well, the names have been almost decided, but it is learned that some leaders are trying to pressurize High Command to change a choice as certain communities are feeling left out, especially the Brahmins. Meanwhile, one of the groups belonging to actor cum businessman Nanjundi protested today. Reportedly, Nanjundi's name was doing the rounds in the initial phase, but now it has allegedly been dropped from MLC list. Urged by hearsay, the supporters of Nanjundi hit the streets and demanded a ticket for their leader. 2 leaders from one community for MLC. This is the talk in the Congress circle. While it's almost certain that B.K. Hari Prasad from Idiga community has been finalized for MLC, actor Jaimala's name too seems to have been finalized. And Jaimala belongs to the same community as B.K. Hari Prasad. Hence, the Congmen, who are not too happy of the uncertain development, have opposed the High Command's move of favouring one community. Shamanur Shivashankarappa has opined that MLC seat should be given to actor Bhavna instead of Jaimala. It is also being heard that Minister S.R. Patil and Rizwan Arshad are pressurizing Sonia Gandhi to give the ticket to Bhavna. While the Congress is yet to announce the list of candidates for both MLC and Rajya Sabha, but surprisingly, even before the announcement, Congress is a divided house. One wonders what will happen tomorrow once the names are announced. Sukesh for News 9.
And Pro Tem Lok Sabha Speaker Kamal Nath today preceded the House in electing its new Speaker. And for the second time in a row, a woman has been elected as the presiding authority of the lower house.
Sumitra Mahajan elected as Lok Sabha Speaker. BJP leader Sumitra Mahajan today became the second woman presiding officer of the lower house of the parliament after being unanimously elected Speaker of the 16th Lok Sabha. The 71-year-old is an 8-term BJP MP and also holds the distinction of being the longest-serving woman MP. Sumitra was elected as the Speaker of Lok Sabha after a motion was moved by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and seconded by BJP veteran L.K. Advani. Pro Tem Speaker Kamal Nath preceded the voice voting. Mahajan was led to the Speaker's chair by the Prime Minister, Parliamentary Affairs Minister M. Venkaiah Naidu, senior leaders of the NDA and numerous others including Mallikarjun Kharge and Mulayam Singh Yadav. Mahajan, clad in an off-white sari with a green border, accepted the post with grace and thanked members for electing her unanimously.
महान भारत की 16वीं लोकसभा के अध्यक्ष पद पर आपके द्वारा मुझे सर्वसम्मति से निर्विरोध निर्वाचित किए जाने के लिए मैं आपके अत्यंत आभारी हूँ। मेरे लिए ये क्षण जितने गौरवपूर्ण है उतने ही चुनौतीपूर्ण भी है। इस चुनाव में सुशासन और विकास का सुस्पष्ट जनादेश मिला है, जिसका सम्मान कर देश को प्रगति व विकास के पथ पर अग्रसर करना हम सभी का कर्तव्य है।
PM Modi congratulated Mahajan and thanked all parties and members for unanimously electing her as the Speaker.
इस सदन के लिए इस बात का भी गर्व है कि आप इंदौर म्युनिसिपल कॉरपोरेशन के एक सामान्य सदस्य से लेकर के कई दशकों तक सार्वजनिक जीवन में जनप्रतिनिधि के रूप में कार्य करते करते इस सदन में पहुंचे।
Known for a clean track record, Sumitra Mahajan has served as the Union Minister of State for HRD, Communications and Petroleum. With the appointment of the Lok Sabha Speaker, the BJP has taken charge on the floor of the House, and the excitement was clearly visible in the Saffron Party camp. A News 9 report.